Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching this video. Today I'm going to be doing the blush tag. Basically, I just am going to answer a bunch of questions about blushes. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I am like queen of the flyaways. And I also want to talk about really quick this scarf. Can you guys see it? Like it has really cute little lipsticks and sunglasses and like shoes, coin purses all over it. I got this at GSW on clearance and it's from Betsy Johnson and I just thought it was so cute. So just wanted to give this a little shout out because I'm totally in love with it. But let's actually get into the video that I'm supposed to be filming right now, and that's the blush tag. Okay, so the first question is best packaging. That has to go to the Balm. They're in stain blushes. I mean, can we talk about how cute these are? Like, for real. This one is the shade Pinstripe and this one is the shade Houndstooth. And they are just darling. They have these like really cute little vintage girls on them and the sides have like little stripes on them. I just am totally in love with this packaging. And the Balm is on HAUTELOOK all the time, so you can totally find these 50% off, which is what I did obviously. And I do have a link down below for HAUTELOOK. So when these are definitely on there, I would grab them. The next one is prettiest color, and to me that is from ColourPop, and it is the shade Pegacorn. This to me is just so gorgeous. I love it. It's like this really pretty purple based hot pink, and I just really enjoy this color, especially in the summer. I just think it's so beautiful with a tan. The next one is most pigmented. And that definitely has to go to the e.l.f. blush palettes. These are definitely super duper pigmented. So they have a light one and then they also have a dark one. They do sell these at Target and on the e.l.f. website and like wherever else e.l.f. is sold. I think I've seen them at CVS too. But these are just some of the most pigmented blushes ever. Like, do you guys see that? I mean, that is pigmented as all get out. And then the light one is just the same way. And that's what I love. It's like both of them are just super duper pigmented. Absolutely adore these blush palettes. And they're only like $6 and you get 4 blushes. So that's another plus. Okay, so next is the best everyday blush. And that has to go to Milani Tea Rose. This is one of their like rose powder blushes. The reason I'm choosing this is because I love the formula of these blushes and I just think this color is like the perfect everyday pink. I kind of swatched it in a weird place, but it just gives a really nice natural flush to the skin. So I absolutely love this one from Milani, and again, it's the shade Tea Rose. Another Milani blush is Berry Amore, and this is the best party blush that I am picking. The reason I'm choosing this is because it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, but it's this really nice neutral shade that will go with any eye look. Like that's a very like pigmented heavy swatch. When you blend it out, it's not quite that pigmented. But it just goes with any look, and it does have that little hint of shimmer too, which I just think looks beautiful for a party. Okay, next is regret purchasing, and that has to go to the 10 color palette from BH Cosmetics. I didn't necessarily regret this when I bought it, but I kind of regret it now just because I don't use it and it does take up a lot of space. I like having it because it does have a lot of different shades, and if I'm gonna like do someone else's makeup, I think it's really handy to have, but it's not the best formula that I've ever seen. The e.l.f. ones are definitely a little bit smoother, a little bit more pigmented. So overall, this is just kind of a, for me, I liked it when I first bought it, but as I've gotten into different things, I've just realized that there's better out there. Next is least used, and that has to go to the NYX Ombre Blush in Codebreaker. I mean, I think we all realize why. Like, I think if you have a darker skin tone, this will look really pretty. The formula is nice on these. I just don't use this shade very often, if at all. It's just very, very bright purple. So like I said, I think if you have a darker skin tone, it will look pretty. And the reason I bought this is just because I did a video on these and I wanted to swatch it and everything like that. So I am not like totally like regretting that I bought it because I did like it for that video. And I do think it's pretty, but on my skin tone, I just don't really reach for it too often. Next is most used or would never let go of. And that has to go to the City Color Be Matte Blush in the shade Blackberry. This color, oh my god, this formula is so smooth. This color is everything. Like, I love it. It's just this really pretty mauve shade, and it's just so gorgeous. It's so smooth, the formula. You get a crap ton of product. I just would never ever let go of this one. The next one is favorite blush brand, and that also has to go to City Color and their Be Matte blushes. I freaking love these blushes, you guys. They are so good. I mean, you just kind of heard me rave about Blackberry, but Fresh Melon, another gorgeous shade, as well as Papaya. I just, oh my gosh, the formula of these is so smooth. They're so inexpensive. I just like, never let go of these. Favorite blush brand, hands down. Okay, so the next one is Greatest Blush Discovery this year, and that has to go to the NYC lip and cheek tints. And these, the reason I chose these is because they're a little bit innovative, I think, especially for the drugstore. You know, Benefit has like the Benetint, the Posy tint, the Lolly tint, things like that, but we've never really seen anything like this in the drugstore before. So I just think it's really innovative, as well as great multitasker. You know, because it is a lip and cheek tint, so it's extremely liquidy, but because it's more of like that stain, it stays on forever. And you know, they do have only 4 shades, but their shades are very nice, like wide range, very different from each other, which I like. So I don't really think there's a need to have a, you know, huge range when they're very different shades. I have Cheeky Berry, Cheeky Pink, and Cheeky Strawberry. There is a Cheeky Red as well, but I only have these 3, and I think that they're so freaking awesome just because of how long they stay and the fact that they are a multitasker, and they are only around $4.99. So next is Most Practical, and that has to go to the NYX Whipped Souffle, and this is also one of those like lip and cheek duo products, which is why I'm choosing it for Most Practical. But specifically this shade is Plush, and I think that this is the most practical shade in their whole collection because it's that dusty rose color, dusty pink, if you will. And so it looks perfect on the cheeks blended out. It's a very creamy formula where the NYC is a little bit more liquidy. So it looks great blended out on the cheeks, but it also looks great on the lips. So I just think if you're traveling, if you are someone that likes your makeup on the go or whatever, this is just a really great thing to have because it's a great shade on the cheeks and it's a great shade on the lips as well, making it extremely practical. The next one is the least practical, and for this I chose the Wet n Wild Ombre Blush in a Purple Haze. And the reason I chose this is just strictly for the color. I love the formula of these, and I really do love the color of this, but on the cheeks, it just comes off a little too bright and almost, like, where is it? It's right there. It's a little too bright and almost looks a little chalky. I don't know if you have darker skin or lighter skin. I just don't know if this would work for you, so I'm really just going to say that this is the least practical. Next is Most Expensive, and this is definitely my Becca blushes. If you know anything about me, if you watch my channel, you know that when I buy higher end things, it's always off of HAUTELOOK. It's using my Ulta rewards. It's a gift. I rarely buy things that are high end for myself, like just using my own money. It's very rare that I will go to Sephora and just be like, okay, and like throw things in my basket. That's just not really like my style. So Becca was on HAUTELOOK somewhat recently, probably within the last 2 months, and I did purchase 2 of their blushes, and they were each $24, but I did have a $20 credit from my referral code that my sister used, so I did get basically like buy one, get one free. But even still, getting things on sale like the Balm, those blushes were still $11 on HAUTELOOK. And I do have a MAC blush that I got at a cosmetic company outlet, and that was $15. So still, even though like on sale these were the most expensive, I did get this shade Gypsy, and then I also got the shade Sweet Pea, which broke and I kind of like put back together. That's why it looks really ratchet, but it is a really pretty shade. So yeah, overall these are my most expensive blushes, and honestly for the price you only get 0.2 ounces. It's a very small amount of blush. Okay, so the last question is least expensive, and that has to go to my Wet n Wild Color Icon blushes. I was really torn because these are extremely pigmented as well, so I didn't know if I should put these as most pigmented, you know, or least expensive. Honestly, bang for your buck. If that was a question, it would be these blushes because of how pigmented they are, how smooth they are, and how affordable they are. Pearlescent Pink is very much a classic, you know, pink shade, but it's got a little bit of like a gold shimmer to it, so it's just really, really pretty. And like, look, it's on my knuckle right there. It's super pigmented, right? I just love it. And they did recently change the packaging and kind of like update the formula. I don't notice a huge difference with the formula, like different than before. I loved the formula before and I love it now. So yeah, these least expensive, but also just really good quality. Okay guys, so that is it for the blush tag. I love doing tag videos just because it really makes me go through my collection and really see like, what am I using, what am I not, what's expensive, what's not. I don't know, I just really like to do it, and I also just think they're a fun way to kind of share a little bit of my collection with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't so you can join our little family here and hang out with us when I upload videos. And don't forget to just leave comments down below. I love interacting with you guys, and maybe answer one of these questions, answer all the questions, name a favorite blush, whatever. I would love to read those. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I will stop rambling and let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.